Just to give you a timeline, when Cyclone Alfred was harassing southeast Queensland and northern New South Wales and everywhere else, our pigs, which we call the teenagers, I'll show you them in a minute, they got stuck on this, in this cell. We couldn't move them. So when they moved to the next block, which I'll show you, when they moved there, this was just soil, and they'd completely, what you would think, destroyed it. However, since then, it has been, I have no clue, but I'll put a little picture on the screen. Since then, and look at it coming to life. We've thrown winter forage seeds as well as sunflower seeds, and just so you know, that's a sunflower seed, that is, or seedling. They are popping up everywhere. So what looked completely decimated, you can see there's still big gaps, but look at the life popping into that, and that's in a very short space of time. The pigs do a wonderful job, and even when things don't quite go right, they still do a wonderful job. I got them in here to clean up, sorry about the shading, but to clean this up, to get ready. This was our permaculture patch down here, right next to what was the market garden. So you can see in here they've completely dug out the bathtubs and they've loved it. We repotted any plants that we could save, that needed saving, in closer to the house. And I put a protection barrier around the mint, because that's thriving, just left all by itself. Now, they did a great job here too. They got up in here, but they didn't eat the lemongrass. They didn't really eat the mugwort. They were here after Alfred. We moved them here. And with one of our school groups, we planted some seeds. And we also planted some potatoes, which haven't yet come up, but I'm on the lookout. And they were put over to our market garden. Now, they were left there for 3 weeks. I've got some detailed videos about that. Andrew and the lads down the street have just rolled out the hay. And then we'll spread that out, get compost, plant straight into there, and that's our future market garden. Market garden 4.0. Completely different to how we planned. Then we moved them to the back of the market garden. It rained last week. This is pretty much what it looked like after Cyclone Alfred. Just heavy clay. So that's what it looks like now after they were on it way too long. They have about 2 acres of forage to eat before the teenagers go to market in August. So we've just moved them out of here. Again, with the wet, it was way too long. So they can no longer access this. They now have lovely cover crop. Things aren't quite going too well to the plan that we had today, but the teenagers are moved. So with all the bog, they just, as soon as the land's wet, they really need to be moved every day or two. So we've got a process in place now. The next cell is already ready that we're going to move them to. Hello. You tell them about your new paddock. An easy identifier, if you don't know too much about soil health, is, I would say, does this land look happy or does it look sad? And land and soil look happy when there's all different shapes and sizes of leaves and lots of different plants. So in their new paddock, they'll be in here for 2 days and then they will be moved. And then they will be continued to be moved every 2 days until they go to market. I know. One scratch. Trying to make a video here. You want to scratch too. So have a close look down here, and you can do that at your land or when you're at the park or in the bush. You've got one size of leaf here in one shape, another one there, the grasses. You've got smaller leaves down here in different shapes and sizes, and there as well. And that looks like some pea. There's peas all through here. So they're now enjoying their brand new cover crop. And I'd have to say this is our first successful year of having thriving biodiversity. Isn't that right? Yes. We're just constantly learning. So there's some shapes. Look down, different shapes. And they're different shapes. So the more friends plants have, the happier they are. They get to thrive together underground. The happier the plants are underground, the happier the animals are that are eating those plants, whether it be us that are the animals or the animals that also nourish us. Do you have anything to add? Excuse me. Would you like to give an interview? What's it like living here? Any complaints? Apparently not. Not this week. The tables turn really quickly though. See the different shapes? Alright. I've got to go and find the sledgehammer that I've put down somewhere and can't find. Have a great day, everybody. Remember, the happier the plant is, the happier the animal is that eats it, and the healthier.